and see how the grid does line up ahead of this one. Well, you can see the two Hansen brothers lined up on the front of the grid. Pole position for Timmy Hansen, alongside him Kevin Hansen. Toppy Heikkinen there in the middle, who was seething after the first race of his weekend. And then the other drivers that line up alongside him, Craig Breen and Shushu there on the outside. So they've got a car between them, fortunately, going down towards that first turn.
Yeah, it's a good lineup. It's going to be quite a bit battle for the first corner.
Yeah, it certainly is. Well, all the cars and the drivers lined up on the grid. The two Hansen brothers, we know how quick they are out of the blocks. Their rallycross experience certainly does come into a lot of effect here in Montalegre. And let's see who will get the best launch down towards that first corner. You can see Timmy Hansen a little bit further back of his ready to race board there, but still in a good position to try and make his way down. So, ready to race we are then here for race 3 of Q2 in Montalegre. Pressure is on. Wait for those lights to go out and we are ready to go racing. Revs are rising. Tension is building. And you can see that Kevin Hansen there has actually had some problems there, so he's not lined up correctly. And, well, that is a disappointment there for Kevin. Is that going to disrupt his focus, do you think, at all, Max?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to do much. He's a professional. He's not going to make a problem for him.
It seems to be okay there, and just getting the car in the right position for Kevin Hansen. So that is a bit of a disappointment there for Kevin, and well, it wasn't a jump start from what I saw, so he'll just line himself up in the correct position. And then you can see they're all clearing the grid. So wait for that ready to race board to be displayed at the bottom of the lights, and then we will be ready to go green here in Montalegre for race 3 of Q2 for round 6 of TitansRX Europe in 2019. The crowd there in the background, they're excited for a good race. I'm sure you're excited for a good race wherever you're watching in the world, and I guarantee it is going to be absolutely spectacular. So Timmy Hansen closest to us on the grid. The marshal just clearing, wait for that green flag to be waved at the back. Then that ready to race board is displayed. And let's see what happens over the course of this one. Revs are rising. Who gets the best launch down towards the first corner? Green lights on. Good launch from the Hansen brothers. Good launch also from Toppy Heikkinen down towards that first turn. Craig Breen also getting away well. Very equal launch from all the drivers. Shushu there on the outside as Timmy versus Kevin down to turn 1. Kevin on the outside, Timmy on the inside. Heikkinen into the back of Hansen almost there as well as Breen gets shoveled out to the back of the field. But Timmy Hansen does take the initial advantage. He gets the lead through the first corner. Kevin Hansen there into second place and Toppy Heikkinen inside the top 3. But a really equal launch there, Max, from all the drivers.
Yeah, it was virtually in one line. They really all did it perfectly well.
Craig Breen there right at the back of the field. He got muscled out by Shushu, who made a really good start, and he's just behind, well, I want to say his rival, but probably not quite to that extent. But of course the drivers who had a bit of a spat after Q1. Toppy Heikkinen just in front there in third position, and he is really piling that pressure onto Kevin Hansen at the moment.
Yeah, you can see that he's catching up a bit, so he's going to mount an attack pretty soon, I think.
All the meanwhile, it's allowing Timmy Hansen to just extend that advantage out in front, and well, that's important for him because, of course, he wants to get as good a time as he possibly can in these Q sessions, but also, of course, have enough of a buffer if anything goes wrong behind.
Yeah, you just need to keep it clean and need to make sure that nothing goes wrong with your own line, and just don't worry about the others, just keep going.
And what about Kevin being mounted yesterday as well? Do you think that might have disrupted his focus going into this one? I think he's probably going to be all right, but these two, Kevin Hansen rather, just saying, Toppy Heikkinen, well, they've had a bit of contact out there on track, but everything seemed to be okay in terms of the car after it.
Yeah, it was not a problem at all.
So out there on track they are. You can see Heikkinen really piling that pressure on to Kevin Hansen as things stand here in Montalegre in Portugal. Lots of great racing action, but not quite close enough to mount a charge at the moment is Toppy Heikkinen through the left, into the right, onto the dirt. And still the younger Hansen brother piling on that pressure, or having that pressure piled onto him, I should say, rather. And then you can see Shushu there with Craig Breen just behind as well. He's ready to take advantage if anything goes wrong between these drivers as well. And what about Craig Breen? We know how much pace he's got, but is it just wrong place, wrong time, and that can really sort of upset your race after the first corner?
He just was too far out on the outside, and he didn't make it in, and then you end up in the last position.
That's exactly where he is at the moment. He's trying to find his way through against Shushu, but not quite close enough to mount a challenge at the moment. Down and towards that first turn we go once again, looking at this battle that reigns on for fourth position. Through into the left, then the right. And still Breen is piling that pressure on. Kevin Hansen, meanwhile, just looks to have pulled out a little bit more of an advantage over Toppy Heikkinen at the moment, not quite able to mount a charge.
Well, we might see two maneuvers, one by Craig and another one by Heikkinen.
It's Breen up the inside. He's going to try and find his way against Shushu. Surely they're going to come into contact. They do over the curb. Side by side, they still come as Breen muscles his way past Shushu through that right-hander, and Shushu gets all out of shape as well, going through into the following left and then right. So that has really upset his charge for Shushu, but well, a very aggressive move there from Craig Breen on into this final lap?
Well, he pulled up on the inside and he just came sideways. He didn't push him, so I think it was a very good move.
Timmy Hansen, though, meanwhile, we've hardly mentioned him over the course of this race, and that is because he has been the class of the field, leading the way very commandingly indeed. Here is Kevin Hansen just in the forefront of his shot. Toppy Hakenan very close behind, though, but not quite able to mount any challenges over the course of this race, and just keeping in mind, of course, the time points and bearing that in mind that will, of course, have an effect over the end of this standings. But Timmy Hansen takes victory in Q2 Race 3 here at Montalegre. Timmy Hansen finishes on top, Kevin Hansen in second place, and Toppy Hakenan inside the top 3 positions there as well. Craig Breen with a brilliant penultimate lap overtake on Shushu there, but well, that was a masterclass of driving there for Timmy Hansen, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's just such a clean driver, and they just know exactly how to take advantage of every inch of the track, and that's what makes them such a great performance.